I started going to the gym a couple of months ago. Nothing fancy, just your regular 24-hour chain, edge fit, close to home. One of those branches where it's just an automated kiosk, a turnstile and silence at night. No trainers, no music, just the squeak of mats and the low hum of ventilation. I liked coming in around midnight. Fewer people, fewer reflections in the mirrors. No need to make eye contact with people who look better than you. No need to hear your own breath, layered under someone else's. At first, everything was fine. I'd show up, scan my card, work out, go home. I love routine. It makes you feel like you're still in control. But one night, I came in around 12:15 a.m., and the turnstile flashed red. On screen, already checked in. I froze, scanned the card again, red again. I hit the help button. A sleepy-looking security guard popped up on the screen. "Hey," he said, "didn't you just come in?" "No, I just got here." He tapped something on his tablet. "Huh, entry on your card was about 10 minutes ago. You sure you didn't scan earlier?" "Absolutely," he shrugged. "The system doesn't lie. If you want, just wait for this. You to leave." I laughed a little nervously. "Maybe someone used my card?" "Doubt it. We've got photo ID linked to every account. Only you can get in." "Can I see it?" He didn't want to at first, but I pushed. He gave in, clicked something, pulled up the footage. I saw myself. Black hoodie, gray sneakers, confident stride. I walked past the scanner like I knew it would work, but that wasn't me. I wasn't there 10 minutes ago. I was at home. I had a receipt from a 24/7 gas station, 12:09 a.m. I was sitting in my car, eating a bag of almond M&Ms, listening to a podcast. I showed him the receipt. "That's weird," he said. "You have no idea." I left, didn't even go inside. Blamed it on a glitch, on being tired, on anything. But in the morning when I opened my gym bag, it was packed, shirt soaked in sweat, water bottle half empty, and in the side pocket, a vending machine receipt from the gym, 12:34 a.m. Water and a protein bar. I didn't eat that protein bar. Next day I went in during the day, thought maybe I'd imagined it all, sleep-deprived hallucinations, wanted to observe, see if everything felt normal. Locker room smelled the same, sweat, detergent, bad ventilation. But my locker. My stuff was off. Shoes turned heels out. I always placed them toe forward. Towel folded perfectly in half. I never do that. And the water bottle? Empty. First thought, maybe someone else used my locker? But the lock's digital. Bracelet access only. Mine. I walked up to the front desk. "Hey, quick question. Did I check in last night?" The guy looked at the screen. "Yeah, 12:13 a.m. You're real consistent, man. Respect. Not many are." I didn't know what to say. I think it wasn't me. Maybe someone used my account, by accident." He chuckled. "Hey, doubt it. Only your bracelet gets you in. And we've got cameras. I can show you. But I'm telling you it was you." I declined. Honestly, I was scared to see myself on that screen. What if it really was me? After my workout, my muscles hurt more than they should have. That only happens when you work out twice in one day. But this was my first visit in 24 hours. Or was it? I started thinking maybe I was blacking out. Losing time, like someone else was renting out my body while my brain went into standby. I didn't feel it. I'd just snapped back into awareness mid-routine. A few days later in the locker room, I saw a guy in the mirror. Same build, similar face, even shaved like me, just a shadow of stubble along the jawline. He looked at me, nodded. Not like a stranger, like someone who knew me. I was about to ask, "Who are you?" But he turned away before I could speak, like he knew I wouldn't. When I got home, I passed out almost instantly, woke up shivering, not from cold, from tension, like my muscles had kept going while I slept. On the kitchen table, A protein bar wrapper I hadn't bought. Store receipt. 2:47 a.m. I stared at it with this terrible quiet certainty. I'm not sleeping. I'm just disappearing. I decided to stop working out alone. Signed up for a beginner boxing class. I wanted to check one simple thing. Do people see me as someone else when I don't remember being there myself? The coach, Greg, around 40, old school type, the kind who still looks you in the eye when he shakes your hand. "You're back again," he said, before even asking my name. I froze. "What do you mean again?" "Well, you were here last week. Twice, I think. I remembered you right away. Quiet guy. Calm. But solid technique. Where'd you train before?" "Nowhere," I said. He squinted, but didn't push. Just nodded like he didn't want to argue. During warm-up, my body moved faster than I could think. Punches. Precise. Turns. Instinctual. I knew moves no one had ever taught me. Greg stopped by while I was practicing a combo. "By the way, you're different today. Softer. Calmer. Last time you were amped up like it was a real fight. Your partner even complained. Said you were going too hard." "I was aggressive?" "You were someone else. They paired me with a student named Joe, another newbie but more jittery. I didn't want to push. Just keep it light, stay at a distance." But after a minute, Joe backed off. "You messing with me?" "What?" "Yesterday you nearly broke my nose. Now you're playing soft?" I stepped back. "Yesterday?" He pulled off a glove and wiped his forehead. "I sparred with you. Thought you were just testing me out. But now, what the hell is this?" I stood there speechless, because yesterday, I wasn't even at the gym. After class I sat alone in the locker room, staring at my reflection in the shower door. Same face. But I felt something sharp and physical. This body is being trained without me. And worse, someone's enjoying the results. My phone buzzed, a notification. "Workout complete, 7:12 a.m., 8:42 kcal burned, great job." But I never tapped start. I didn't even open the app. That day I set up a camera in my bedroom. Small, hidden, pointed at the front door. I needed to know, do I leave at night? Because every morning I wake up in a body that feels like it never rested, just kept running someone else's program. I woke up in my usual half-functional haze, but this time, for the first time, I had a plan, the camera. It had been recording all night. I barely touched breakfast, pulled the flash drive, plugged it into my laptop. My hands were shaking. I was scared there'd be nothing. Worse, that there would be something. First 3 hours, nothing, me sleeping, still, no tossing or turning, out cold. 3:28 a.m., movement. I scrubbed forward fast, a shadow, a shape, me. Sitting up in bed, slowly, like it was cued. Stood. Picked up clothes from the chair, moved in silence, no phone, no lights, opened the door, left. 3:32, silence. I rewound, the movements, fluid. No hesitation, no doubt. I looked, deliberate. I never get up like that. Especially not in the middle of the night. Usually I squirm, reach for my phone, squint, yawn. This version of me got up and left like he knew where he was going, why he was going. I stared at the screen, unblinking. This wasn't sleepwalking, wasn't a glitch. That was me. That afternoon I went to the gym, not to train, just to check. The guy at the desk recognized me right away, but today he said, "Didn't you already come in?" "What?" "This morning, like clockwork. 4 to 5 something. I think you even joked with someone in the locker room, said, 'While you sleep, I live.'" He laughed. I didn't. That night I realized I was afraid to fall asleep. If this is some kind of disorder, it's incredibly well organized. I don't feel the blackouts. They're painless. They erase time like an eraser on paper. No trace, except one. I'm getting better, stronger, more focused. But not on my terms. Before bed, I took the camera down, not out of fear, out of respect. It looks like he is me too, and he's doing what I don't dare to. While I overthink, he acts. The next day I found a note in my coat pocket. The handwriting was mine, but I didn't write it. "You're in the way. Either join me or step aside." I decided not to sleep. Took time off work, told them I was burned out. No one seemed surprised. I'd grown too quiet, Or maybe just different. Maybe they'd already gotten used to me. Not me, but him. The one who goes to meetings, plans things, answers without hesitation, and still speaks in my voice. I locked the door, silenced my phone, covered the windows, coffee on the counter, water, a pack of energy drinks, a camera on the table, a baseball bat across my lap. If he comes, I'll meet him. One is here. Four, one some sim. My body hummed, a dull ache in my shoulders, like I'd already been through a sparring round. I paced the room, checked the clock, heard a faint crackle in the wiring, and then I realized I couldn't remember the last time I drank coffee. A split second, and cold flooded my spine. I looked at the table. The mug was empty, a spoon tossed beside it. I had drunk the coffee, but didn't remember doing it. So, am I already gone? I stood up, checked the lock, still in place. Windows, shut. Room, unchanged. But in the mirror, a faint stain on my shirt that hadn't been there before. Small, like someone had splashed water. I sat down on the floor, my back against the wall. I can't fall asleep. If I do, he'll return and take my place again, and I'll wake up after, tired, disoriented, but a little stronger, and God help me, part of me wants that. 3:41 a.m. Something scratched inside, in my head, like a thought that wasn't mine, not words, an intention. You won't win. This isn't a fight, it's a handover. I got up, walked to the bathroom door. The mirror was fogged over, but I hadn't taken a shower. On the glass, a handprint, and handwriting. Mine. Your body is just a contract. We've already switched, I snapped. Ripped the mirror off the wall, threw it to the floor, shards everywhere. One nicked my cheek. I stared into the scattered reflections, and in each one, me, but not the same. The next morning I woke in my bed, disoriented, sweaty, but not tired. At the foot of the bed, a fresh gym bag. Inside, gloves, sneakers, a new gym pass. With a name that wasn't mine, John Ellis. I stared at the wallet like it was evidence. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe all of this is a dream. But then a message arrived, from an unknown number. You held on well, now rest. I'll take us to the next level. After that night, I stopped trying to fight. I just watched. I kept a journal, not to track him, but to compare what I chose versus what he chose, what I ate, how I spoke. Sometimes the entries weren't mine, flawless handwriting, mechanical phrasing, like autopilot. The word we started appearing more and more. We don't believe they're capable of understanding. We keep fit to stay in control. The key is, don't interfere. One day, I finally made an appointment with a psychiatrist. Private clinic, no pressure. I wasn't looking for pills. I was looking for a boundary. I told her everything, almost, about the camera, the workouts, the blackouts, the voice inside, not like schizophrenia but like a plan you're not part of. The doctor, a calm woman in her 50s, cut through the drama with a flat statement. It sounds like a form of dissociative identity disorder, mild, or an emerging identity split. Could be due to chronic stress, or a deep dissatisfaction with your current role in life. She said it gently, but I felt like she wasn't speaking to me, like I, sitting in that chair, wasn't the real one. I started tracing back when it might have begun. Strange thing, almost all my memories before a certain point were flat, boring, neutral, and then suddenly, switched gyms, changed my clothing style, stopped stuttering, learned to say no, got sharper, even charismatic. All those improvements. I didn't remember becoming them. People started respecting me, and I started feeling like a guest in my own head. At the next session, I told the doctor I sometimes didn't know who was holding the pen when I wrote. She suggested inpatient care. I declined. I wasn't a danger. Not to myself, not to others. I just wasn't always me. A few weeks later, I got a letter, on regular paper, sent by mail, not a message. You did what you could, now it's my turn. I don't mind if you stick around, just observe, live as a witness, that's a choice too. With love, you. These days I barely work, I go to the gym. People nod at me, recognize me, some call me John, others, Alex. I don't correct them, I just watch. And sometimes, when I wake up, my body feels like it's already been warmed up, like I've run 6 miles. In the mirror, a trace of someone else's decision in my eyes. And I wonder, maybe I just let someone stronger live my life, and quietly stepped aside. If you made it all the way to the end, then you're exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. Hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I hope I can keep bringing you more stories, to make you smile, or maybe, to scare you.